This is part 2 of coloring in the wombat. You can use whatever you have to color. I'm going to use crayon so we can make some texture. So the wombat in our story is blue, the baby one. The big one is brown. You can use what color you like. But what we're going to do is, if possible, if you have different colors, we're going to take different colors of blue, at least I am for mine, and I'm going to use that to create texture and dimension in the color. So I'm going to make little, almost little C shapes to show the texture, because when you have one color and then you add another on top of that, it adds other layers of fur. So if you have a pet at home and you ever pet them, you can tell that they have different colors under their different coats of fur. So what happens is it looks like he has layers of fur, and it's kind of curly, because if you've ever seen like a video of a wombat, they have kind of curly fur. And you're going to do that for the whole body. And then our wombat in the story had kind of a light brown. So I'm going to take a cream and like a light brown. And for right here, I'm going to do what's called scumbling. And an example of scumbling is almost like scribbling. So it's kind of back and forth, back and forth. Let me move so you can see that. Back and forth, kind of random lines, but it kind of creates this furry texture that's great for animals. So right here on his eye, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start the scumbling thing, the technique for that. Back and forth. And then I'm going to take this lighter color and I'm going to do the same thing right over that. And I'm going to do the same thing for his little mouth area. And then you add the other color, and then they kind of blend together. And in the last video, I talked about the highlight on his nose. So I'm going to make his nose a really dark blue. And then I'm going to leave that little area we drew white, because animals usually have a wet nose, and that's going to be our little indication of that. So I'm going to continue coloring, and you can continue to color yours. And if you like, you can add some little texture for grass underneath him. And maybe we even add a shadow. So I'm going to take a little bit of a black to show that there's a shadow in the grass where he's standing. And it's going to be real dark right under him, but softens as you get away. So you lighter pressure. And then you take the green, and it would look just like grass if he was standing in it.